This is James from Cinemassacre. I'm here with Spike.com at Comic-Con for 2010. And why am I hearing the Ghostbusters? It's the Ecto-1! Alright, now let's just get it out of the way right off the bat. There's lines at Comic-Con. You stand in lines all the time. We talked about it last year, and they should just call it QCon. That's what it should be. Everybody asks me, why can't you just go all the way to the front? Well, there's no special privileges for anybody. Even Stan Lee has to stand in the line. No, he wouldn't stand in line. But that would be pretty funny, just to look over and see Stan Lee just like sitting there, you know, bored. They should do that, actually. It'd be a good publicity stunt. Comic-Con's got to change their logo. You know, they need to come up with a new logo. This eye, it's like it's bugging me out now. I just feel like that eye is always staring at me. You see it everywhere. You know, it's starting to bug me out. The eye is staring at me. The eye is staring at me. Fuck that eye. I think the award for longest line, probably Bruce Campbell, from what I've seen. The panel was for Burn Notice, but everywhere I've gone, Bruce Campbell always seems to bring lots of fans with him. You can just tell because it's the same kind of people all the time. You can distinguish a Bruce Campbell line from the rest. It's actually really funny. On the schedule, they didn't schedule anything before Burn Notice. So if you look at the schedule, it's just a blank spot that might as well just say Bruce Campbell fans waiting in line, you know? I got into the Danny Elfman panel. Yeah, they're coming out with this huge, big-ass box set of all of his music, specifically all the music he did with Tim Burton. And right on the logo they have the B and the E, and the B and the E are really intertwined like they're making love. So it's really just to show how Danny Elfman and Tim Burton have such a great relationship together. In fact, Danny Elfman described it as, he said, that his favorite actor was Peter Lorre, and Tim Burton's favorite actor was Vincent Price. So their relationship is like the tortured and the torturer. I had to wrap my head around that for a bit, but it was a great quote. Danny Elfman was really cool. He was really good-humored, and he's really one of the greats, and a really modest guy. He was awesome. Okay, so I'm looking at the schedule. There is a Gamera panel here at Comic-Con. You know I can't miss that. So I go there, and guess who's the first person in line? Me. And I wasn't even trying to be, but I was the first person in line at the Gamera panel. It wasn't really that informative. It was basically just about the new Gamera DVDs that are coming out. There wasn't much time for a Q&A. They mostly just talked about behind-the-scenes stuff with the Gamera films and showed a slideshow. But all we know is that the Gamera movies are coming out on DVD, Blu-ray, and they're going to be much better than any previous DVD release. So there you go. But they got to make Godzilla vs. Gamera. They got to do it. Behind me is the infamous Hall H. Well, no, actually Hall H is that way, but you got to stand way, way back there if you plan to get into it. Why would anyone want to get in there? Because Hall H has got all the best shit. That's where all the biggest things that you hear about the most are there. Twilight was there last year, and everybody's still talking about that, how it was just insane with all the fans. But this year it's a little bit better, and they have tents this time, so to actually block the sun. So you'll get these areas of shade and sun, and if the line stops and you're in the sun, that's all there is to it, you know? I mean, Hall H, man. H stands for hell, and that's what it is.